Hi, I'm Rob Hannam. I'm with Farm Health Guardian, and we're here at Iowa Pork. Pleased to be here talking to producers and industry folks. Animal disease is a big trend we've been hearing about all year. Diseases like PRRS or even PED have increased in many areas here in the Midwest. So it's a concern that's on the mind of producers, it's on the mind of veterinarians, and biosecurity is one of the big solutions they're looking to help reduce that disease risk, and that's where we come in with Farm Health Guardian and our solutions. I think the disease pressure has been heavy in the last number of years, but if you're listening, you likely are aware of some of the strains of PRRS or other diseases that have really caught the industry and increased. So I think we've come through a series of difficult years. This year, certainly in certain areas in Iowa or Minnesota, we saw a lot of positive cases, even Nebraska and other states. So it's right across the Midwest, and just amplifies that need to make sure we're managing biosecurity, managing animal health for the best outcome for our operation. But I'm pleased to hear that those biosecurity solutions and using new technology is on the minds of lots of people. We hear people wanting to monitor their truck biosecurity more closely using GPS technology. We hear about people using video cameras to want to sort of monitor the activity on the site with the workers and make sure they're following the protocols they've been trained on. And then we do a similar thing with our Farm Health Guardian app. We're recording movements of people automatically so that it makes it easier for workers to know and to follow the biosecurity protocols. Biosecurity is complicated, but we can simplify it for the workers, we can simplify it for the managers on the site by using technology. When you look at designing new facilities or retrofitting, biosecurity is a key thing in terms of the flow of your livestock and making it easier for your workers to comply. One of the things we've really focused on is improving downtime and disinfection rooms, the supply rooms where you want supplies to sit for a certain period of time and get the heat to make sure they're clean before they're entered into the sow barn. What's beside me here is our new protocol facial recognition devices. This is a hardware device for controlled access to a D&D room. There's a device on the outside of the barn and on the inside. They're interlocked, and as a worker approaches it, they'll be authorized. If they're authorized to open that door, it will turn green, as I do when I turn around here. It recognizes me. In real life, that would unlock the D&D room door because it's at the proper stage in the cycle. I'm permitted to open it. It just gives compliance and assurance that the D&D room is being used strictly, appropriately and by the rules set out by the veterinarian. I think biosecurity does, in some ways, slow people down. I can't go today because I have downtime. The supplies need to sit in the D&D room overnight before I can use them. So from one aspect, following biosecurity, sometimes you perceive that it slows you down in doing your day-to-day work. But the cost of a disease outbreak can be a lot. And so those few precautions that we're taking certainly pay off in the long term.